And of all the different animation studios, Sony has gotta be the most bizarre. I mean, this is the company that made Spider-Verse, but right before that, they made the goddamn Emoji Movie. What in Christ's name could have been going on at their offices at this point in time, dear Lord?
We need to fucking cook!
But for every masterpiece like the Angry Birds movie 2, it seems they're content with releasing just the doo-doo slop nothing burgers like Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania. I don't even think those are words. But it seems that recently they've done it again.
Well, Brooklyn guy, you did it again.
Releasing a film that's being widely praised and celebrated as a beacon of hope and light in the dark, dull place known as the animation industry, they pawned it off to Netflix. But of course, that film is none other than K-Pop Demon Hunters, a movie that's been plastered all over the goddamn place, resulting in a forcing of my hand.
You know what, Dad? If you want to say something, say it in front of the both of us!
Is it really all it's cracked up to be, or is it just another piece of goddamn cartoon-based crap?
I spent $70 on this for that one bit.
Well, I guess it's my time to find out. Here's my look at K-Pop Demon Hunters. Oh yeah, also, the video kept getting copyrighted by Netflix every time I tried uploading it, so I'm gonna have to make everything, like, green. Initiating green mode. I saw this movie in theaters, and I was walking out, and I held the door for some lady and her son, and then she looked up at me, and I saw that she was Asian. I don't know why, but the absolute nanosecond that happened, the first thing that came into my head was K-Pop Demon Hunters fans when they see an Asian person. However, before we start, I'd like to take a minute to talk about today's sponsor, Fume, who are leading the charge into habit-breaking alternatives to the ickiness that is vaping, and instead of using harmful nicotine or other products, all Fume is a little old device which lets you breathe flavored air through these cores, which allow you to breathe in good old O2 with a flavorful twist. All designed to help in habit-breaking in a completely unintrusive way, all compacted into this neat little device, which makes it the perfect fidget tool and desk buddy. And not to worry, as the Fume product has been studied by third parties and doctors in the US and is backed with rousing results in product safety. And plus, there's so many different flavors that you can try with such a wide variety of taste and feel, and there's gonna end up being something for everybody. Look at the pretty colors of the magical rainbow. And about 500,000 people have already made the switch to Fume, and today could be your day. And right now, if you order the Journey Pack using my code BulbaSquirtle, you'll get a free Fume topper. So if you've been thinking about changing your habits, this is the perfect first step. Go to tryfume.com/BulbaSquirtle or scan the QR code on screen to grab yours today. Thanks again to Fume for sponsoring. Let's get back into the good old K-pop world. So our film begins with the Sony Pictures animation intro. Where the is Motel Transylvania, and we see a crowd of adoring fans ready to rumble so they can get the Taylor Swift Ticketmaster pre-orders, as we get narration from a mysterious woman who shows us the one obligatory ancient samurai game that's in like literally every state of play ever for some reason. Okay, now be fair, I'd rather have that than like the 14 minutes of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League that one time.
Isn't Deadshot supposed to be white?
Kangaroo looking ass.
I got swapped for a kangaroo canoe.
And we learn that there are demons who walked among us, and for some reason they're all dressed like pilgrims, but we see that there were ancient warriors who used their voices to save the day, and they used their awesome auto-tune to create an invisible barrier that seals all the demons underground. Put those bitches in Subterranea. And then we get the Great Gatsby, 50s AI Simpsons Panavision.
And his loyal assistant, Smithers, is always by his side.
Austin Powers. If I say Amanda the Adventurer, are you guys gonna get mad at me? And then we see our main cast as they become hunters for the very first time, and all their fans are in it. Why is that a Powerpuff Girl? And we get a bunch of interviews with fans that pretty cleverly give us the lore of our main cast. I really like this picture. This is funny. I'm gonna improve this picture now. Also, she wore a sleeping bag to the Met Gala. She is not beating that Shia LaBeouf fashion no matter how many times she tries.
Remember me.
But then we see Zoe, who grew up in Burbank. I'm so sorry. Also, she likes rapping a lot. She should not go home. California's not too good with the rappers these days.
Me.
And Rumi's also there. She's like the main one. However, mid-interview, everything starts lighting up as they're about to make their grand debut. As we go to Bobby, who is the best character, and he's voiced by Ken Jeong.
I'm sorry, I totally butchered that name. I'm gonna go destroy a puppy orphanage.
But unfortunately, our Huntrix girls are nowhere to be seen, as they're high up in the sky doing some awesome moments. People on Twitter hate racism, sexism, and animated Korean girls eating sushi. And as they're about to eat their awesome ramen, they don't got no hot water to go in it, so they ask Ramen Lady to get more ramen water as she kills a plant using a coffee.
Coffee.
However, nothing else matters because Bobby is calling everybody shut up. And he's like, why are you guys not here? What do we pay you millions of dollars for? And he shows all the disappointed fans who are all like,
What are you doing here?
Waiting for them to play Gangnam Style. I've been practicing all week.
And then Rumi gets up and she's like, okay, you're a demon, right? You know, you're killing the plant with the coffee, you're acting all weird, you think Black Griffin was cleared. And then they're all revealed to be evil demon people. And they're like, we're gonna eat all your fans, we're gonna eat them all, you get no ad revenue.
This punch is horrible.
Yeah, that's Kevin James' feet you're tasting.
Let the nerds take over!
Which initiates our first Huntrix song in this masterful OST. And my god, this song is a bop. The music in this movie is like the entire identity of everything. I mean, there is a reason this movie is a phenomenon. Like, I live in like the buttfuck of nowhere, Vermont. There's like 5 people in my town and 2 of them are dogs. And somehow even over here, there was some little kid who went to the theater screening of this. And they had like the full demon pattern makeup thing going on. I'm gonna be honest, I'm only bringing this up so I have an excuse to mention the fact that when I went to go see the FNAF movie on premiere, I was pissing and then I went to go wash my hands and then this kid came out of the stall and he saw my shirt. This is the shirt I was wearing. He looks at me for a second and he goes, that looks like the guy from Jeffy.
You're the cop from Jeffy!
I have a fucking name.
And I said, yeah, it is. And then he did a Jeffy diaper spank and then walked away. That kid is 20% of my town's population. But anyway, the demon people all break half the plane and fly away. And now the Huntrix trio gotta jump out of the plane Sonic 3 style. They should get Junkie XL for the next K-pop Demon Hunter movie so he can reuse the music from Ant-Man and the Wasp again. He reused a song from Ant-Man and the Wasp in Sonic 2. I'm not making that up. But our trio are absolutely forced to lock in as the girls all land in the People's Republic of North Korea, making the grandest debut ever as they eliminate the rest of the demons in absolute class. And as they jam out, they erupt the entire crowd, sealing the demon barrier known as Unmoon, getting one step closer to Reddit gold status as we get our epic title card. And then we cut to the demon world where the airplane attendant lady is gonna get fired because she didn't restock the free pretzels.
Stop kicking my seat, you worthless little nub!
And then she goes up to this giant purple flaming megalodon jaw who annihilates her entire skeletal structure for disobeying direct commands. She didn't kill the demon hunters before they made next big meme fan. However, as he's rambling and all hope seems lost, one man comes out from the back and he's playing on his little demon fiddle as he walks down the aisle. But he does come up with an ingenious strategy of a demon boy band. And then Big Fireman, he's like, what makes you think that'll work, Dippo? And he's like, 19-year-old white girls with disposable income, dumbass. So we do get our slight backstory with this man named Gino and his tragic tale. And then we get this shot of the elevator shaft in Toy Story 2. Dude, that Toy Story 5 teaser came out, like, they MCU-ified Buzz. How the fuck did they MCU-ify Buzz? But then my goat here is ready to cater to their every need, and they're all being praised for their amazing VFX, like, you know, falling through the goddamn stratosphere. Okay, I don't really know how they're supposed to, like, explain this stuff. Like, I mean, that's a little more than VFX. Are they gonna explain that?
I put a frowny face on Facebook! How am I supposed to explain that to everybody?
And then Bobby's about to book them a stay at the super awesome vacation funland, and they're like, Bobby, you should take it. You work so hard. Goddamn right he does. He's a god.
This movie is part of a new wave of demonic takeover of our children and our grandchildren.
She's gonna die.
And the trio are about to head into their super awesome couch land, and then Ruby goes into the back room with all the animatronic parts, and just as couch time's about to initiate for 66% of Huntrix, Ruby's like, hey fellas, what you doing there? And they start crying because they finally get to relax. Now they gotta put on some clothes and do some dancing to get paid millions of dollars. Man, this world ain't fair. The 1% have problems too, you know. And then Bobby comes in and he's like, bro, I thought you were supposed to be on a break. What the he's the heart and soul of this company. Bobby must slumber. Okay, then this weird thing happens, like Rumi hit the launch button on their new single, and then then Bobby's like, oh, everybody's listening to it, it's so epic. But then the next shot, it's like, we see that it hasn't launched yet, and there's like a countdown. This movie makes no sense. Delete it and make it again. But then everybody's listening as the music video initiates. And guys, say this music video, it's an absolute banger. The visuals are great. Amazing storytelling.
Tell us more about that new single, Golden.
That's Liza Koshy. Liza Koshy's in the movie now. Wait, hold on. Wait, K-pop! Wait a double second. Wait, Ken Jeong was in Transformers Dark of the Moon.
Wang. Deep Wang. Deep Wang.
Liza Koshy was in Transformers Rise of the Beast.
Go! Get out of here!
That is all.
Didactic lectures from Chuck.
And just as everybody's celebrating, Rumi's in the makeup room singing to herself, and it's revealed that she has the demon tattoos as well. Oh, the movie's been lying to me for like 15 minutes. And just as our montage ends, the girls are all rehearsing, as Rumi's barely able to hit that super high ending note.
Oh, yeah, no chance I'll hit that note.
Alright guys, I'm back. I had to take a piss. Which one of you played a fucking Smurfs clip? I'll kill you! And then Bobby's like, is everything fine, Rumi? And she's like, I gotta take 5 for a second. And Bobby's kind of freaking out because he's got like 12 quadrillion people at the door.
There's 10,000 fans at the door screaming. It's sounding really scary.
Dude, I actually thought he was about to pull out like a Glock for a second. I'm gonna be real.
Hey, don't forget to say pop.
Okay,
Then she looks at her scars in the mirror and they're all multiplying like Iron Man 2 in this bitch. And she's like, no, this can't be happening. Jeffy can't lose his voice. We're supposed to upload 6 times a week. And as she runs away like a little crybaby, we see her flashback to her childhood. I farted. And we learn that her father was actually a demon. And as long as she murders her own kind, her condition will lessen and everybody will view her as normal. And then we see that Celine, I'm pretty sure her name is Celine. I am not going to look it up because I hope it's Celine because it's like Celine, Nalina, Choo Taros. And she's like, do not ever tell your best friends they are a different species of them or I'll kick your ass. And then we see her looking out at all of Korea from the top of a big building. And she tries singing, but she just can't do it. So she gets all mad and punches the ground and does the sonar slap from Donkey Kong Bonanza. And as we go down to the K-pop tower, our friends are all happy, but she's all like, I'm sorry, I probably breached like 50 contracts and people spent their whole life savings to come to the show. And like, they all have to go home now. And the whole thing was literally just all my fault. I have no explanations from it. That the stock price is gonna plummet now and people might lose their jobs because of what I done. But none of that matters because Rumi's voice is in trouble. So we, as our awesome trio, have to find a cool way to fix it. And they say that they could call Celine, but probably not because she might just be a bitch about it. And when Zoe suggests skipping the Idol Awards, they're like, no, we cannot miss the Idol Awards. And Jimmy's like, hey, Chris, we might have to skip the Kids' Choice Awards this year. And as we learn that Zoe has an epic idea of how to fix Rumi's voice, we all head down to the streets and they're all disguised so they won't be swamped by pestering fans at the Nintendo store. And as our boys head down to this little mom and pop nursery that seems totally epic and legit, as they all sit down, we get introduced to our favorite little doctor guy, and he begins inspecting Rumi with his giant-ass bug eyes. Jesus Christ. MF out here looking like Steve Buscemi. No, MF out here looking like one of the fine bros. And our boy receives praise from the other Huntrix girls in his correct assessment that Rumi is refusing to do anything fun and negates couch time. And he moves on to Zoe, and he assesses that she is eager to please. And then he tries to do Mira, but is like...
Yeah, that's right.
This guy looks like plain rock. And then afterwards, Rumi's looking around the room and sees that this guy stuck himself onto a picture of them, so she takes it in protest. And as they're all heading out, they think they're about to be swamped by fans, so they all panic. But it's actually just our boy Jackie Chu. He's like, oh, you funny shit. Class, it's okay to be racist as long as Lance Thuriaker was racist first. But it's actually our BTS boys ready to rumble. And all this weird gay stuff happens. I'm not gay, Greg. And then Rumi sees the one guy in the back and goes head over heels for him. And then we get a slow-mo where our man bumps into her and she knocks over all of her tonics, dear God, no. And then he's like, watch yourself, you're in my way, I'm walking. I'm walking in. And as they pick up the tonics, they hear all the rambling across the street. So they gear on up and get ready to investigate. As the 5 strapping young lads are all ready to put on a show. And one of the guys stole one of the tonic thingies. I'm swiper, no swiping. And then we get a good Twitter gif and 3 assault allegations. I'm sorry, what the fuck he just say to me? And yeah, 4 towns over here, and they're winning the hearts of all the people who came out to the streets. That's just like in Luca, where in the background of that one part they had the 4 town logo. It's just a reference to the Wayne Enterprises satellite from Man of Steel because Zack Snyder is the blueprint. But as Huntrix realizes all these guys are demons and they gotta go down, we get a quick little montage where they all suit up and get ready to kill. And then we get this like heavily cliche over-the-top Asian game show, and it's really good. And all our girls are ready to get the drop on our twinkified idiots.
Baby Saja is the winner!
Goo goo gaga.
Guys, do I have a fucking theory for you? And as the Huntrix girls are about to get their win, Genu decides to just full-on dox these MFs. And now they've got to put on a show where they're instructed to go into this multicolored ball pit of doom. And they don't got no choice, so they gotta go down the slide and make the most ear-piercing, leather-scraping sound known to man. And as they all bow, they do the Carter Peterschmidt acute angle. And right as the curtains close, they start chasing after the boys, running on down the street and eventually making it into the bathhouse. As the Saja boys summon a gaggle of demons to fight on their behalf.
Water demons!
Oh, great. My favorite.
As an epic fight scene initiates, Rumi breaks off and goes after Geno Samuel, and the two fight in the orange room of doom as he realizes that she bears the marks of the Ancient One. And just as everybody's compromised and the other girls are about to see the scars on the arm of the Rumi, our man comes in clutch and covers it up for her. And it's really funny because this one good deed just results in like the deaths of like dozens of his brethren in the following 10 seconds. Oh yeah, and then there's this little man and he's an absolute G. He doesn't get it. There's girls in his bathhouse. He's like, get on out of here. You're making me look bad.
What about what are you? You gonna be suspended.
Carrots.
Wow, Jeffy.
Oh yeah, just like any incel, his soul is then taken.
Hey, Daddy.
And meanwhile, Genu gets brought back to the demon realm as they're all celebrating the first souls they've gotten in many moons. And he tells the big teeth guy that he's got to go and mess with the one with the demon marks, as she has vulnerabilities he can tap into. Remember Amiibo Tap? That game sucked. And as we cut back to Avengers Tower, all the girls are looking out at their tarnished land. And then our boy Bobby comes back. Let's go, he's back into the fray. And we see our doctor guy who's a traitor. I fucking knew he couldn't be trusted.
Was the night in shining?
And as their homies look out at the destruction of their natural resources, Rumi says that they need to take action at this year's Idol Awards, and that they're gonna make a diss track that's so absolutely rad that it's gonna destroy them like Eminem's mom did that one time.
Marshall, how about taking responsibility for your own life?
And we get our awesome iconic scene that I saw literally like 100 times when this trailer came out for this movie. Like the day it came out, I think I actually saw this GIF in my Twitter recommended at least like 100 times. I was so annoyed. I had to like block people because of this. And as Rumi heads on into Rumi HQ, she sees the plain rock drugs are actually just grape soda. I fucking knew he can't be trusted with anything. What she then sees a random ass bird that's sitting on the balcony, and he's wearing a tiny hat.
Pig wearing a hat!
However, it's all just a trap because now Rumi's face to face with a demonic beast. This thing's name is Derpy. I don't think I've heard the word derp in about like 10 years. I thought I was the coolest kid in like 5th grade because I would use the Chromebooks and I'd look up like SpongeBob Pokemon memes into Google images. You guys remember Gaga Ball? Shit was crazy, man. Though we do then get to see this cool shtick where he's trying to lift up his awesome pot and he can't, and that's why the Funko Pop comes with a little pot on the side. Officer, I don't know how it got there. Also, while I was writing this part in the video, for some reason my brain, like, went into autopilot while I was watching the movie on Netflix, and I, for some reason, just, like, believed that the tiger was about to start, like, speaking English and he was gonna be voiced by Alan Tudyk. Though then the Tudyk tiger gives Rumi a little Hello Kitty note, I think, and Tiger Derpy Man disappears and becomes a homing beacon for his awesome Genu meetup. As Rumi follows him and then sees a silhouette of a man and immediately goes in for the kill. And then bro was right behind him, but then she's just still trying to kill him, all because he said his name was humongous. I don't know, man. Okay, it is hard for me to be funny when the movie's good, okay? I'm used to Madagascar 3. I'm out of my league here.
Teddy bears and choo-choo trains? Choo-choo.
Choo-choo Tavo.
And then our man's toying with her and says that everything's wrong about her life and that she's been lying to all her friends for many a moon. And he tries guilt-tripping her and saying that she was just a demon racist, and gives his whole ass sob story about how his family was extremely poor during the Clinton administration.
I came from nothing, less than nothing. I will not give up. Where's my spider? They took my spider.
But eventually, he started hearing voices in his ear, and he made a deal with him to allow him into the ancient Chinese palace from Walt Disney World. And Kim Jong-un finally allowed his family to eat McDonald's for once in their meaningless lives. But eventually, the Lord giveth and the Lord add demon patterns to this stupid face. And he was condemned to the Hasbin Hotel realm while his family was exiled for supporting Bibsy Pop. And now he lives with eternal shame, knowing he's failed everyone and everything he ever knew and loved. And even though bro tried his best, Rumi's still not buying it. And like, completely fair on her end, I would not believe a word this motherfucker says.
She's gonna kick your ass, Beavis.
And he poofs away as she gets mad and she screams into the air like the werehog. And then our gals are sitting on down trying to make their newest hit, and they ramble on about Soulja Boy or whatever. And they start getting the most fantastical lyrics known to man all rushing through their neurons, as we get a montage of our newest song, Takedown, as well as epic battles between Demon and Huntrix kind, and we see that Rumi's becoming sympathetic towards the evil spawn of Satan, and even worse, spilling the milk is getting more and more fans. Oh, Jesus! I fucking hurt my elbow. Ow! That really hurts. Ow! Damn you, spilling the milk is Chuck again. And after it's all done, we cut to the awesome DashCon fan meetup, and we see that these people are all sitting on the side of the road waiting to get the new Huntrix Lay Epic Boo Boo drop, as actually the Soulja Boys are front in line and now they're stealing half their fans. And while all the other Huntrix are mad, Rumi's just trying to stay positive, I guess. And then this one guy who's voiced by ProZD then signs his abs, and you can buy this on the Netflix shop. I'm not making that up. His name was Dr. Han the whole goddamn time.
Just because I'm a meathead doesn't mean I'm not a surgeon.
And as the two lovebirds are whispering into each other's ears, Daria comes on up.
Your secret's safe with me.
Why does this look like it's gonna be like a regular show storyboard?
Oh, cool.
Fuck off.
Bad Soulja Boy.
Yeah, bad Soulja Boy. And blah, blah, blah. He keeps trying to get into her head, and then she kicks his ass. And we get an awesome moment where this wee little child gives Genu some fan art, and it strikes him to his core as he realizes that maybe children deserve to live too. Though then the Soulja Boys got a dip as Bobby showing the girls some awesome new posts on r/Huntrix. I'll take an Ultra Triple Karma Deluxe on a sub, r/funny gaming style, extra banhammer with an admin and a mod, light Elon grease, steal the meme, updude it, and give it gold. And then we go back to the Rumi room as she's realizing realizing that the lyrics in this song, they just ain't hitting right. I mean, a normal song is supposed to have the same exact lyrics for 3 minutes straight, and then it has Rihanna walking into a big fucking Smurf mushroom. You guys do not understand the whiplash I went through when I started making this video with it has some of the greatest music of all time ever. And then the last video I made had, ooh, I think the world hears deja vu. And then Mira's knocking on the door and she's like, Johnny, why'd you poop in my bed? And as she scrambles, Derpy's about to leave until he sees his destiny unfolding right in front of him. And then Mira comes on in and is like, why are you changing up the lyrics we agreed upon? I know, you see, step out of court and go to cell block B and it's so wonderful. And then Mira becomes all accusatory because Rumi's been weird the last few days. And she's like, why are you keeping crap from us, you being a bitch? And she promises she's not, and she's directly lying to her best friend. Just because she has purple hair and pronouns. And as Mira leaves, Rumi finally decides to write back to Jinu via Tiger Man and get to a montage of the boys killing Daria as everybody in South Korea is going missing as Jinu sits on his high horse. Dude, the missing Daria incident.
She wants to meet and she's late?
And as the two bicker, Rumi says that she's gotta wait for Jinu to earn his freedom from the evil flame dude. And she's like, if you help us win the Idol Awards, we'll steal the honeymoon. And you can stay on here on this side. She's like, we have to generate enough K-pop to power the door from this side. And then the two get jumped by this old lady and she's like,
here, free one. Go find yourself a better boy. This one's hopeless.
And as they're both about to leave, we get an epic shipping moment. Was her hair always that long the whole time? That long-ass hair, how you living like that? Remember when they made the fucking Tangled show? And the Tangled show takes place like after the movie, but before that one short where they get married, because I guess like at the end of that show, she gets her hair back in the beginning, and then she gets a cut again, like at the end, so it makes sense. Then we cut to rehearsal for the Takedown Wool premiere, and Rumi's like, aren't these lyrics just a bit too harsh? And the other ones are like, you could have told us, like, before we go live in like a day, ya bitch. Also, I think it's really funny that she's implying that the lyrics on this are like way too mean when how it's done has such awesome banger lines like, knocking you out like a lullaby, making fear afraid to breathe, cause you might die, never the time, trying to start a battle. Yeah, just so awesome, wholesome, friendly, like fucking Animal Crossing ass music. And while they're all fighting, Bobby brings in some awesome Batman v Superman Doritos, but our man turns around and they all ditched him. This man deserves everything, stop fucking him. Then our terrible trio are on top of the subway trying to fend off the horde, and Mira's getting pretty pissed because Rumi's undermining everything they built for the last 15 years, but none of that matters because they got a giant cluster of little dudes that look like William Afton without his Springtrap parts on, and they all fight Alfred Molina on the big train ride, and then Rumi hesitates to kill one of the evil. So they just barely make it out and see that all the passengers have been wiped out, and all of it is Rumi's fault because she's being stupid about everything. And damn, she even got Zoe mad at her. That's fucked up. Also, fun fact, I'm surprised it took me this long to mention it. You know that Zoe was originally going to be played by Zendaya in the original draft?
Really? No, not really.
And then we cut to Rumi once again conspiring with the enemy, and then Lord dumps about how the bird keeps stealing the hat that he made for the tiger. We were robbed, okay? And as Rumi's like, my voice was bad, but then I met you, and now my voice is good. I'm gonna be like my true hero. And then we get another epic song that's a duet between Rumi and Jinu. And guys, I'm gonna be so real, I don't know what to talk about when the movie is good. This is why I review bullshit. Why is the writing good? But yeah, after they have their epic singing time together, Jinu agrees to let the Saja boys lose tomorrow. That is until he gets dragged back into Demon World. He's like, what the hell, man? I was about to get some. But then Evil Fireman says, how could you forget what you truly are? You are nothing. And we learn that he was the one who gave up his family in order to live in the ancient palace and get social credit. That bastard lied, everybody. Jinu has been grooming us. And as Rumi flies back on the epic tiger, she gets a flashback to Slow Celine telling her that she's a goddamn freak. And then we get a board meeting between our Huntrix members, and the other two quickly agree that yeah, Takedown was aggressive and toxic. It'll lead to nothing but the destruction of all Swiftie culture.
Let's do it.
And they'll get their little talkie time in and talk about their feelings and all that. And they agree that Takedown just isn't the right play to make and we gotta beat them fair and square. And that they're gonna sing Golden and defeat the hierarchy of power in the K-pop universe once and for all. Then we get to see what the fuck. Then we see that Huntrix are about to show up at the Idol Awards and kick boy Saja ass. And then finally, we're about to get the showdown we've all been waiting for. Why does a guy from the Saja Boys look like an octopus? Did he always look like that? That's fucking weird. But as the Saja Boys are supposed to come out, they're all a bunch of no-shows. So the Huntrix are about to make their epic entrance. And they start their awesome dance number as they do their pose that every single goddamn news account under the sun uses whenever they talk about the damn movie. And as Mira and Zoe go to the back, Rumi's doing her awesome solo bit. But the other two see Bobby getting taken out back. Save him now!
Along the way, Squidward's head keeps bouncing on the ground.
And Rumi's completely oblivious as the other two are trying to track down the demons. What the fuck? Where's Bobby? Is he safe? Nothing in this world matters right now. World War III could start this very moment. I would not care. Where's Bobby? I need to know he's safe. Oh, there he is. Oh, we're good. Alright, continue. And as the stage cuts to black, they start playing Takedown to Rumi's confusion, and evil shape-shifting versions of the other girls come out and start ruining everything on stage, and everything's an absolute clusterfuck as they start ripping off all of Rumi's sleeves like like Barry steak fries, some jetpack joyride. But it reveals her evil patterns to the globe as the entire world sees who she truly is. So she pisses off and runs into the back and oh, fuck. Your lies have caught up to you, now you're going to die. It's kind of funny because like Zoe and Mira are just kind of like completely in the right here. Like they've been lied to the entire goddamn time. Rumi is grooming us. She out here looking like a Spider-Man 2 symbiote villain.
It's time for a Miles Morales original, you know?
And as Mira raises her blade against Rumi, they choose to go on the side of killing versus the side of magical friendship. And Rumi's running around looking for Gino, and she finds him only for him to say, I used you the whole time. You were never gonna look like them. You were born to look like fucking Drax. And he reveals his true backstory to her, and she's like, no, this can't be true. Twitter said we were born to be together. Grok doesn't lie. And Bobby sees that Huntrix numbers are plummeting, and the K-pop demon hunters are more like K-flop demon hunters. Another James Gunn flop, am I right, fellas?
There's no top directors want to work with this clown. There's a reason why.
And as the news is reporting on the Huntrix breakup, the entire world mourns the loss. Also, it's funny because nobody's questioning how Rumi looks like the goddamn brainwashed Justice League from the Suicide Squad game.
And you're next, asshole.
I'm gonna hit you.
But then the evil fire thing goes after Bobby and starts brainwashing him. And the news reports that the Soulja Boys have won every single award at the American Idols or whatever. And as Soulja Boys come out, while everybody's brainwashed to no end. And they reveal that they've been using Professor Plankton's mind control shampoo with Liza Koshy. And now Mira falls victim to the brainwashing. And Zoe's freaking the hell out, and then she falls victim too. And now the demons have infected every goddamn bit of her. Oh, yeah. So yeah, the world is sad, my throat hurts. Give me a minute, I've been yelling a lot. It's like 8:30, man, what the fuck? It's nighttime, it's dark out.
I have a strict bedtime of 7 p.m.
But yeah, now Fire Guy has everybody under his control. I'm still not learning his name. We're like almost at the end, I do not care enough. And then we cut to the one part of Pokemon Gold and Silver where you can find Celebi in that weird little birdhouse thing in the forest. And we get this big-ass crazy scene where we're all finally getting to see Celine not in a flashback. Like every single time she's been in this movie, it's been a flashback. This is the only time we're seeing her in present day. And Rumi's telling her everything that she doesn't want to hear, and she's like, I'm evil now, whatever you're going to do. And Celine's like, no, come on, we can fix this. We can cover up your epic patterns and blah, blah, blah. We'll fix your one working orange eyeball that looks like Tomater. But of course, Rumi's being all doom and gloom because she thinks the entire world's hopeless and that nothing's worth living. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. Diddy have bloods when Big Mouth gets canceled after 16 seasons. And she poofs away as Celine doesn't know what the hell to make of anything because, yeah. However, then all the fans are pouring into the Super Bowl to see Chili when she takes Logan's tickets and brings Roy instead.
I wish Chili would have listened to that. I'm gonna put as much effort as I do in this and Chili put in our relationship.
You will get deported, you know that, right?
And this is all really funny because, like, how the hell are they gonna explain all this? Like, I know they're all brainwashed, but when we have our epic, inevitable, like, happy ending, like, are people gonna remember the Soulja Boys all dressed up as pilgrims? They're still dressed up as pilgrims. That's weird. I probably have, like, 6 Korean fans that I have offended to no end in this video. But then our boys sing their epic ballad known as I'll Be Your Idol. And yeah, song's very good. I don't know what to say here. It's a good song, yeah. I love you, you love me. Holy shit, is that Rumi? And now Rumi comes in and she's ready to bow to our evil man. That is until she reveals that she's actually here to beat his ass. As she begins to glow with Fortnite skin reactivity. I just realized she got the Captain Marvel logo from The Marvels on her neck. That's funny. To usher in who pretend. As she starts singing a new song called What It Sounds Like, as she's able to unbrainwash Zoe and Mira, and they start kicking ass and taking names while they destroy all the Psycho Boys one by one, and the absolute aura of the K-pop universe is unfolding between our very eyes. And as our song starts kicking ass, Rumi's about to take on the evil man, but he's got plans of his own, and he unleashes his evil power onto her, and as she's about to fall victim, our man Genu comes in with the save like Papa Smurf. God damn it! Get out of my head, I'll kill you! And the honey bun is strengthened as the souls are returned to the people. I gotta go back to my old school among the people. And our girls all team up and get ready to destroy the Demon King once and for all. And I just want to tell you right now, when I saw this movie in theaters, it was like the sing-along version, like the fucking Block Party edition. And I want you to imagine someone watching this movie for the first time in a movie theater while there is a chorus of small children singing the song right behind me. It was a heavenly experience. And as they launch into our boy one last time, they defeat him, and I still don't know his damn name. And they rise above the entirety of Korea as they perform the screenshot that's on the album for some reason. There is like a bunch of other better images they could have used. Also, Bobby's alright, so that means the world is happy. If they recast Bobby in this sequel, you guys aren't gonna hear from me for 15 to 20 years. And then we cut to the following day, I guess, I'm not sure, but all the girls are in the bathhouse. But it's just not the same because our man's dead, now he ain't coming back. He's yelling at them from the stars. Don't make me come down there, you bitch. And they all start crying because they're in a big boiling pot of water like a lobster. I don't know. I'm gonna be so real. I could not think of a transition to if I want to play this video, okay? But all our homies are walking down the street as Zoe has a shirt with Derpy on it. I guess they met the tiger. That was off screen. I'd like to see the conversation where Rumi shows them the tiger for the first time. Okay, fuck me. But then we see a group of adoring fans, and as they go up to say hi, they're all like, "Hey, I saw you on TV last night." And as our camera pans up, we see that the world's just like, I guess the world's not questioning the whole patterns thing on Rumi. Again, did everybody see this? Does the world know that there are like demons and all this? Like that, I think that's kind of important. There's a giant fucking tiger running around the birds wearing a fucking hat. And there you go. There's K-pop demon hunters.
Plain Rock, what have you done to me?
I think it's really funny how my relationship with this movie went from one annoying-ass gift to Jesus goddamn Christ. I mean, what an absolute breath of fresh air this is. In a world where all it seems people on Twitter are capable of is complaining about animated movies not being original, and then animated movie that's original comes out, it has Claude in it, nobody cares, rinse, repeat. It's honestly shocking how this film just kind of came out of nowhere and became a cultural juggernaut. I mean, the characters and the writing and all that fun stuff, it's all on par. Rumi's a fantastic lead, and the other Huntrix girls are made to work perfectly off each other. It's the classic crazy one, uptight one, normal one. I do semi-agree when people say that the movie could have been a little less Rumi-centric. I mean, she's like the main protagonist, but like, I think it's perfectly fine as long as the next one isn't just like a whole Rumi affair again. And then you got the crazy-ass fantastical plot mixed with the beautiful as hell animation. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. This is the one and only pass you get to say Spider-Verse animation. Because, I mean, the animation style in this is like almost one-to-one, just exactly how Spider-Verse is. Just obviously getting rid of the whole comic book motif and not really relying on any 2D. But in terms of character design and worlds and just the whole general look of it, I mean, it's very, very similar. And my god, everything here is just so vibrant and pretty. I'm a firm believer that animation studios should not have a house style because it's literally never a good idea. If all of your animated movies look the exact same at first glance, people are just going to be more willing to skip them because they're just going to think they all blend together. But I mean, the character design in both films is just absolutely perfect when it comes to both taking a movie seriously as well as being cartoony at the same time. Nah, fuck it, give them all bean mouths. And plus, I just love the idea of K-pop singers who, like, you know, are people who are known for their wacky and extravagant clothes and, like, crazy outfits. Wearing said wacky and extravagant crazy outfits as, like, a borderline superhero costumes is such a good big brain move. However, none of the visual epicness comes close to the damn treatment your ears are getting. Every single track in this is an absolute headbanger. Like, if you ask any fan of this movie what the best song is, like, they're probably all gonna have a different answer because every single song is crafted with such love and care and is perfectly designed for whatever scene it's meant for. I mean, that intro is like literally one of the greatest animated movie intros I've seen in my entire life. It tells you everything you need to know to start off the plot while making you adore every one of the characters in their whole world. I was talking about Cars, but that also applies to this movie. And plus, it gives you the best song in the whole goddamn film right out the gate. Am I going to admit that this OST is better than Has Been Hotels? No, but it's just so goddamn perfect for the tone and vibe this movie's going for. I mean, it makes sense that the music in this movie has just been smashing global records. This film is exactly what Disney has been trying to do multiple times since Encanto came out. Since We Don't Talk About Bruno was just absolutely everywhere for like a month or two, and the movie did extremely well because of it. Like, Encanto is like the only Disney IP that was created in the 2020s that's gone anywhere. And they shoved like 12 billion like bootleg Taylor Swift pop songs into Wish thinking it'll work. That movie is only remembered because of the Once Upon a Studio short that played in front of it because that one had Bolt in it.
Has anybody seen the movie Bolt?
This movie feels like something that Aquafina will be shoved into randomly and literally nobody likes it. And it just kind of takes the whole movie down a peg, but like thanks to some glitch in the Matrix, we just narrowly avoided this fate. Besides that though, I want to bring up this movie's merchandise because it's really funny. I mean, all the merch from this movie is like really good quality, it seems. It's pretty cool stuff. But what's humorous is the fact that this movie is just an absolute merch-making machine. I mean, throughout the entire goddamn thing, people are just wearing, like, in-world merchandise from the movie. Like, almost all the merchandise that's on the Netflix store right now has just already been designed because it's from the movie itself. And it already has a full-on install base because it's like, I want that. That's so cool. I want the choo-choo train pants. Choo-choo. This movie just has, like, everything in the world going for it. I mean, it's got a whole ass set of Funko Pops coming. They don't just give those things away. With all that being said, though, I do find it kind of amusing that people were so quick to just say this movie would have made, like, $1 quadrillion in theaters. Like, no. No. It's pretty obvious the main reason why this movie is such a worldwide phenomenon is because it was so readily available on Netflix. Like, I actually saw people trying to do the math and saying, oh, if this movie released in theaters, like, with the 220 million people who watched it on Netflix, you know, that would have made, like, $1 gazillion. Actual Zack Snyder Rebel Moon logic that every single person on Netflix would have hypothetically paid full price to see the thing in the theaters. Like, come on, man. Average cartoon-based-ass follower logic. I think Cartoon Base has tweeted more about this movie than, like, the amount of talentless Scarlet Witch mains, you know, like Infinity. And it is always the most nothing burger anything just so they can get more Twitter blue engagement. You know, can I just do a cartoon-based rant? Fuck it. Cartoon, she already did it. Now I'm doing it. We're doing a cartoon-based rant. This has got to be the saddest excuse for a news account I have ever seen in my entire life. They make 3 different types of posts.
In appreciation of blank voice actor, what's your favorite role from them? On this day, 15 years ago, Dooble Blooble Stubbles Gumble was released on the Sprout Network. A simple yes or no to prove a point. Would you watch a K-pop Demon Hunters 2?
Like, yeah, no. The answer is no, Cartoon Base. No, I don't want to watch a shadow TV show. Yeah, the fucking no shit. Like, it is actually the saddest form of engagement bait I have ever seen in my entire life. Asking the most bare-bone questions that appeal to the biggest normies of all time. Like, every single thing you're seeing on screen right now is a simple yes or no to prove a point. Would you watch the fucking Winston the movie? Oh yeah, there's actually there's a hidden secret 4th type of post they make that I forgot to mention. Yeah, they also sometimes just like repost things they announced like months ago in hopes you either forgot or missed it. Since, you know, like the one guy who runs this has like no news to actually talk about because he doesn't know anything. This is actually the most hysterical account I've ever seen on Twitter. There is no competition. It's like room temp IQ posting, but like the room temp of like the fucking Fortress of Solitude. No, and then they do the yearly fucking Cartoon Base Award. Shut the fuck up. And then they got these posts like, animation is cinema. And they put like the most mainstream ass things you could possibly have on this. Like, yeah. Puss in Boots 2 and the motherfucking Mario movie. Yeah, they need that support, guys. These are indie flicks. They need all the small business support they can get. Fuck you. This MF never shuts the hell up about Vivzy Pop, and that is coming from me. You know it's bad. That about wraps it up for K-Pop Demon Hunters. I was fearing this one for a good bit because I was genuinely like, I had no idea if I was gonna be even able to like make this work, because like, how am I supposed to make a video on something that's actually like well written and actually have criticism about it instead of just saying stupid shit? Yeah, I think we made it work though. I think we did pretty good. Next is October video. It's gonna be Hotel Transylvania 2 because Halloween, yippee. And then after that, I'm doing a pretty little, pretty cool little special little video there. I think you guys are gonna like it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else to talk about. Well, definitely beat up another kid in school. He's suspended. Okay, I made Jackie Chu jokes. I only made like 1 Squid Game joke. All right, I'm proud. All right, I'm proud of myself. You done good, Hasselhoff. You done. Thank you to $15 patron Nathaniel Gladstone-Lavoy. You pay you pay the rent. You put in the hours. You take what's ours. The hierarchy of power in the Nathaniel Gladstone-Lavoy universe is about to change. Yeah, subscribe right now or there are 2 K-pop groups I listen to, Gangnam Style and Huntrix. That's about it. Subscribe right now, or I'm gonna have Psy come to your house and beat your ass. Here comes the airplane.